Sejal, welcome to another episode of Shut Up Sejal. Today I have my mom with me and we're going to be talking about marriage. So Shut Up Sejal is a Spotify exclusive podcast. Go on over there, give it a 5-star rating and listen to the full length episode. Let's begin. I just wanted to do this topic with her. I've attended a lot of weddings recently and people my age are getting married now. तो मुझसे सब लोग यही question पूछ रहे थे कि अब आपकी शादी कब है next? So what is like आपके अंदर क्या thoughts आते हैं when?
So I think your answer to them should be जब मेरा मन करेगा तो मैं शादी कर लूँगी.
हाँ वो तो I'm 28 now, so everyone my age, a lot of people are engaged, a lot of people are getting married. तो सबके दिमाग में थोड़ा सा वो लगता है कि oh no, like it's getting real now. तो how old were you जब आपकी शादी हुई थी?
23.
और आपको कैसा लगता है that I'm 28 और अभी तक मेरी शादी नहीं हुई है?
So very honestly speaking, yes, even I want you to get married, but I would want you to get married when you are ready for it, you know, mentally, emotionally, career-wise, financially, and when you found the right person. That's very important. Probably at 23, I thought that I found the right partner. So I had no hesitation. In fact, I was very happy, and so the day you feel happy about it, that will be the right time for you to get married.
I mean, this topic is only like I wanted to make this video because I get this question a lot and I just thought कि interesting होगा, but it just makes me, I'm not awkward about it anymore. I think I was very awkward about it prior to this time in my life, but I guess. अच्छा, आपको क्या लगता है? Is there a right age to get married, even from a doctor's perspective?
Of course, the right age to get married is when you have found the right partner. So marriage is going to be happy and beautiful only when you have the right partner. So that's the first thing. And when you are mentally and emotionally ready for it, not because your parents or maybe the society is asking you to get married, जब आपका दिल कहे कि हाँ, now it is fine. Now coming to the medical part of it, one can get married anytime. That's not a problem. But yes, you know, when you want to start a family, there has to be a right time to have a baby. Now, this may come little controversial, may seem controversial, but yes, biologically, our bodies have their own limitations. So beyond a particular age, it could become difficult in case you're planning a pregnancy. So that part you have to keep in mind. But it doesn't mean कि I'm 30 or I'm 35 and just because the doctor is saying that you should have a baby, I should dive into that. Yes, of course, the most important thing is to find the right partner.
हाँ, so okay, coming to that, what should be the few things, जैसे आप मुझे क्या advice दोगे or anyone, like what is the right partner? How do you know? These days, you've had relationships in the past and वो नहीं अगर work out करते तो फिर कैसे पता चलेगा कि यही है for life, क्योंकि it's such a big decision.
So I know it's a big gamble. Yeah, very very honestly speaking, it's a big gamble. And चाहे आप कितनी भी दिन डेट कर लो, कितना भी पहले लिव इन कर लो, असली चीज़ तो बाद में पता लगती है.
क्या असली चीज़ें क्या?
So I really feel, which probably has been my experience as a wife and as a woman, if your partner is respecting you for what you are, is not judging your decisions in whatever you do, and is keeping you happy, and you feel that you are wanted in his life, in his or her life, then that's the right person. Money is important, but money is second. Most important is that you should feel wanted in his life. He should make you feel happy and he should respect you for what you are.
Pehle I used to think that you need to date for a long time, possibly even stay together, but then there are a lot of my friends who are going through arranged marriages right now. So I have no opinion on that anymore. मेरे को लगता है जिसे करना है उसे कर लेना चाहिए, जिसे नहीं करना उसे नहीं करना चाहिए, and कोई blueprint नहीं है, because so many of my close friends are going through arranged marriage का process.
I really feel that marriage involves a lot of adjustments. चाहे आपने कितना भी दिन डेट किया है, चाहे आपने कितना भी live in किया है, there would be lots of things, lots and lots of things where you will have to adjust to the other person, and it comes from both the sides. Now, in an arranged marriage, when people are in a perfectly arranged marriage scenario, they are prepared right in the beginning. I feel when you are dating someone, when you have, when you've been in a live-in, आपको लगता नहीं मुझे तो बहुत कुछ पता है इसके बारे में, but actually बहुत कुछ पता नहीं होता है.
अच्छा, ऐसा क्या? यार आप डरा क्यों रहे हो? अच्छा, what are your thoughts on a live-in relationship in general?
So very honestly speaking, हमारे time में it was not even heard of. I mean, that was old time, and anybody who was in a live-in was, sort of looked at in a very not so nice manner. But today, I think it's okay. Marriage is just a social contract. It's an institution, but it's actually a social contract where two people have decided to stay together. They've decided to have a baby or to have a family and to share everything in their life, and there's a society which is sort of binding them together to a large extent. Live-in में कोई गलत नहीं है, provided if you are okay that if I don't get along with this person and if I have to separate, then if you are okay with that, I don't think so there is any problem. And as a society, as a parents, I think it's high time that we should not be judging our children. भाई उसका दिल करता है ना, उसका मन करता है, and I would look at any boy, whichever she decides to marry or live in that context, that he is that person who is making my daughter happy. So मेरे लिए वो बंदा इसलिए अच्छा है because वो मेरी daughter को happy रखता है, and I truly mean it.
अच्छा, I was going to ask something else बीच में. मैं पूछने वाली थी कि what if it's not, अगर heterosexual relationship नहीं हुआ तो, if I choose a girl or if
very honestly speaking, I would be a little taken aback, but then at the end of it, I would respect, because now as a society, we have evolved to that extent where we understand that these choices are the person's choices, and I really mean it. And I said, honestly, I would be taken aback, but ultimately, like I said, if that other person, whether it is a boy or a girl, is making my child happy, that's what is most important.
What are like a few questions or things you should know about your partner before you decide to marry them?
Number one, you should be equal on that thought process. Probably they say your education level matches. In case your education level matches, then you're able to think on many different things in life at the same page. I feel the other person should be able to make you laugh and make you feel happy. That's very, very important. And the other person should be able to listen to you. चाहे आप कुछ भी बकवास कर रहे हो, लेकिन अगर वो आपको बिना जज करे आपकी बात सुन रहा है, then वो जिंदगी भर आपकी बात सुनेगा.
And what are some things that you should ask before? जैसे कि I don't know, finances से related कुछ चीज़ें पता होनी चाहिए, या फिर family background से, और maybe I don't know, what are like some important things?
So when I said educational level, family background, by and large, same होना चाहिए now, and adjustments are difficult. Whatever said and done, whenever you compromise, whenever you adjust, it takes a lot of effort on either side. So अगर पहले से ही, if you find a person who is of the same education level, same financial, by and large level, then that process becomes little easy. And financial से ज़्यादा, it's important that we trust the other person. I've heard in other countries like US and all, my son tells me that people have those prenuptial agreement, है ना? इसका मतलब आप शादी करने से पहले ही सोच रहे हो कि हम तो separate हो जाएंगे. I know it's not a bad idea.
Problem क्या है?
नहीं. See, I really feel, Joy, marriage is for, ideally, marriage should be for keeps. मतलब ये एक ऐसी इंस्टीट्यूशन नहीं है कि बस आपको अगले दिन कोई बंदा पसंद नहीं आया, या 2 महीने बाद बंदा पसंद नहीं आया, या 1 साल बाद नहीं पसंद आया, you just leave that institution.
कुछ बहुत ही बुरा हो रहा है.
Obviously, there are few things which are absolutely non-negotiable. If the person is abusive, now abusive when I mean to say is physically, mentally, emotionally, that's non-negotiable. You should leave that person in a day. लेकिन अगर छोटा मोटा किसी ने कुछ कह दिया and then other day the person apologizes, and then that's, I mean, उसके लिए ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि okay, now we can separate. Remember, marriage is joy. It is a long-term relationship, and it should be regarded like that only. कि आप किसी से शादी कर रहे हो तो it should be a lifetime thing, because when you break joy, it leads to a very big heartbreak. I mean, when people are dating someone and then they break up, I mean, it causes a lot of damage.
They get it because probably, like आपने कहा ना, that you don't realize all the other things about the person. You never know. चाहे आप जितना भी टाइम उसे जान लो, लिव इन कर लो, तो for that 1% of possibility कि what if something bad happens.
ठीक है, in case you're feeling okay with it, but see the very fact, Joy, that does not happen in India. This means as a society, we view marriage as a long-term institution, and I think there is a merit in that, because जब आप पहले से ये सोचते हो कि नहीं तो मैं तो उसको छोड़ सकती हूँ, then that means you're not ready to adjust. Now, please don't get me wrong, adjustment has to happen from both the sides, the boy and the girl both. लेकिन अगर पहले दोनों यही सोच के चलेंगे नहीं हम तो छोड़ सकते हैं एक दूसरे को, then you will not adjust.
तो मम्मा, इंडिया में अभी actually divorce rates are rising, and I'll tell you why. Because the stigma against divorces has reduced. Also, आप देखोगे ना, आपके इतने patients आते हैं. There are so many women who are stuck in marriages where they are getting abused, and they will be an outcast in their society if they decide to say कि हमें divorce करना है. So उन्हें voice मिल रही है. That is why that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. And
Absolutely.
they need to be given that option कि आप exit कर सकते हो something that's not working out. And also, women की education बढ़ रही है, women are working more and they're feeling more independent, which is why they're able to leave something that they're not comfortable in. So that's a good thing.
But मैं जो बोल रही हूँ कि छोटी छोटी चीज़ों के लिए, if you say कि नहीं ये हो गया तो we leave that person, I think that is something, and that adjustment should happen from both the sides, the boy and the girl. It's not just the girl.
But usually वैसे ही होता है ना मम्मा, expectation उस साइड से होती है.
होता है.
तो in that case, if people are feeling empowered to leave something they're not feeling good in, it should be taken in a positive way.
Yes.
है ना?
Absolutely, no doubts about that.
What are 3 important things that you feel you have learned in this long period of time?
So, number 1 is to find a person who is truly by your side in whatever you do, and I'm truly blessed in finding a partner who is by my side all the time. I mean, I have told this to my patients also, even in the middle of the night if I have to go for a delivery, Anil comes with me no matter what till date. So I know that he's there for me always. चाहे हमारी कितनी भी fight हो जाए, कितनी भी लड़ाई हो जाए, I mean, there are times we also fight, but then I know that he's by my side.
Last 2 questions. First, when do you think you should have a child?
Whenever you feel that you're ready for it. Having a child is a very, very big responsibility. Actually, मैंने नहीं सोचा था. When I had Rohan, literally नहीं सोचा था. It just happened. But I really feel that bringing up a child is a very big responsibility. When you feel that you will be able to raise a responsible child. Now, it's a very difficult thing for a working woman. Like, I know how I have raised both my children, and very honestly speaking, the kind of profession I have, मुझे इतना डर लगता था कि मेरे बच्चे कैसे बनेंगे, अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे कि नहीं, whether they'll be good children, whether they'll be responsible children. But now when I see both of them, I feel so happy. And for me, this happened. But I feel when you've decided to raise a child, you should feel ready for it, because it's a big responsibility. तब and कितने बच्चे करना है, ये भी एक बहुत ही individual and a personal decision है.
मैंने तो अपने usually whenever I have discussions with my friends, everyone keeps talking about कि उनमें कितने insecurities हैं and everything, so they don't want to pass it on to a child.
So no one is perfect. If you think कि मेरी ज़िंदगी में जब मेरी insecurities ख़त्म हो जाएंगी तब I'll have a child, तो ऐसा तो कभी भी नहीं होगा. आज भी मुझे इतनी insecurities रहती हैं when it comes to my daughter and my son both. Am I doing the right things? And I tell this to her and my son also, that as a parent we are evolving. You know, like I said, अगर आज से 30 साल पहले कोई live in बोलता है, I would have had a heart attack. But today, if she and my son tells me, I'm perfectly okay with it because, so as a parent, we are evolving.
Yeah. ये constant topic of debate रहता है in our house.
That's okay. And even the parents, it's a request to the parents also, you know, think from the child's side. I mean, make an effort to evolve.
So, okay, last thing. What are the pros and cons of marriage? You are free to not answer this cons wala part, but what do you think?
So pros is that you get a person with whom you can share everything. Your insecurities, your fears, your doubts, your worries. You know that that person would be there to listen to you and not judge you for that. And of course, there are other benefits. You know, that person shares your work, shares the responsibility, shares the financials and responsibilities in the sense, you know, बच्चों को देखना है, घर पे क्या हो रहा है, everything. So,
companionship.
Yeah, companionship. Yeah. And cons, actually cons will be there when you don't find the right person. Otherwise, like I said, chota mota hai and you keep making adjustments. It's a beautiful institution, but only if you find the right person. So make an effort. Spend some time finding that right person.
So even if you feel like you have the right person, a lot of my friends also say that okay, we still are scared. Ki what if we're making a mistake? We're not sure. This we're not sure is something I've heard constantly.
So यही तो बोला कि adjustment तो करनी ही पड़ेगी. You should be ready for it, and it should happen from both the sides. Both the parties should have realistic expectations out of each.
So I think that's it. काफी लंबी discussion हो गई है on marriage. This was an interesting mother versus daughter take on marriage. Leave your thoughts below, please, and let us know what you think. And if we missed out any specific questions, leave it below and let's have a discussion. Shut Up Sejal is a Spotify exclusive podcast. Go on over there, give it a 5-star rating, and listen to the full episode. And I will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.